Hi, ladies. How is everybody? Happy Tuesday. Make sure my microphone is close enough to me. I am so cold. So cold. Let me turn this light on, see if that helps. I'm kind of in a shadow. It is really cold here, and I've only been home for like an hour and a half. And this room where my craft room is the original part of the house, and it is a huge window, which at this point probably needs to be replaced technically to like be truly energy efficient. And so I'm cold. So I am cold because it is cold outside. It's supposed to be super cold tomorrow. Really hoping for like a remote teaching opportunity tomorrow to stay home. So hi, Miss Beth and Gina and Tara and Jessica. Thank you, Gina. I don't have a lot of hi, Miss Janaea. I don't have a lot of winter decorations. I have a few things, and oh, my microphone is on. Was I just being really quiet? Let's see. I was being kind of quiet and my microphone was far away, but let me know if I'm better now or if I need to turn it up. Tara, could be you. Okay, I think I have it all the way. I did just move my microphone closer to me, and I will talk louder. I was a little bit quieter than I realized. I don't know why. Oh, so I don't have a ton of winter decorations, but I have like a few things, and Tara, trust me. Me and technology. I actually have two different really cute snowmen banners, both from, oh my gosh, I think her, no, I take that back, from two different ladies actually. And so I just put this one up the other day because I was like, you know what? I might as well at least put it up. It'll be behind me in my lives and things. As you can see, I still have all my Christmas stuff out here in, hi, I have all of my Christmas stuff out still in my craft room because I just haven't had a chance to get to it. There's just been too much stuff going on. Like there's just not enough hours in the day. So hopefully soon I will get it all put away. But it's all right. It's totally fine. So thank you. I know I love my little banner. I've decided that I think there's a few like even the pink snowmen things that I bought this year, the Joanna Parker items. I think I'm gonna actually next year not put them out at Christmas time and save them and put them out like in January, and just decorate like the little. Words are hard today. I'm so sorry. I'm really tired. Hi, Miss Katie. The little dresser where I had them this year, but save it and do it for January. And like I do have just a little bit of winter stuff on the hutch in our dining area. So I think I may just do like a little bit of winter stuff and slowly add so that I have maybe a little bit of winter, just to fill in for that transition. And then of course I have like Valentine's Day stuff, especially like mixing the vintage with some of the new. I'm having so much fun with that, and having the display places that I do now, having the hutch and having the dresser in my craft room makes it kind of fun, without necessarily having to put decorations like everywhere. Hi, Aunt Charlotte. So I'm sorry, I am just chilly. It is chilly out in this room, but I also am just chilly. I left work. Oh, yeah. I'm really surprised that we went to school on Monday. Not so much because it was a tremendous amount of snow. Um, I mean, most schools were in attendance. The difference is that for my high school that I work at, um, a large population of our students actually walk to school. There are no school buses. They either walk to school, get a ride, or they take public transportation. They take the CTA bus. And so um, I was really surprised at because of when the snow was coming down. I posted a picture, but like the snow had started and was coming down the entire morning. And so the sidewalks weren't cleared. So the students are walking, not on cleared sidewalks. Knowing our population, I know a lot of kids didn't necessarily have true like snow boots and things to be walking. It really just surprised me. I could see certain districts like it not being a necessity, but I was really kind of surprised ours didn't take it. So I'm curious if they're going to give us like a remote day tomorrow because of the cold weather, since they didn't give us Monday, or if we're just sailing right through, not taking any days. I have no idea. Yeah, it's interesting actually because I have so many snowmen, and I love snowmen, but I have quite a few snowmen that are still too Christmassy to not put out at Christmas time, and or like I have components that go with them, like the green and red for Christmas. So I'll always have a certain amount of snowmen still with my Christmas stuff, but I think that I am gonna like some of the snowmen that are more the pink or the pastel and everything, hold off and put them out in January so I can kind of enjoy. Yeah, teens. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like -12 tonight or something like that. I don't even know. I've heard different and I haven't really checked. So it's supposed to be cold tonight, and it's supposed to be really cold like tomorrow morning when we would be arriving at school. So we'll see. I have no idea. But yeah, I left school and I went and I ran to two quick stores to grab some goodies for the two seniors that I went to watch them bowl this evening, because I'd been planning ahead to get some stuff, and I went back and forth with what I was going to do, and then I finally decided to kind of keep it simple because I knew that they weren't expecting anything and they would just be excited, that I was coming. And so I asked them what kind of snacks they like and what their favorite drink was, so I could like bring them something that maybe they would even enjoy at the game. And then I was going to get them flowers. And then I actually decided to get them a cute stuffed animal instead of flowers, because I just knew these two girls. I thought, yeah, they'd like flowers, but and the stuffed animal was a huge hit. They were like so excited, like just so excited. And they were really excited that I came, so it was a lot of fun. But it was cold. I was running around after work, kind of in and out, and then I was in the cold in the car, like putting their gift together, and then went into the bowling alley. And unfortunately, their lane was like right by one of the other doors, so people were kind of in and out. So just kind of chilled, but it's all good. I will warm up while I'm sitting here with all of you as we chat. So -15 to 25 feels like -40. Oh my gosh, that is cold. Yeah, you might not want to leave the house tomorrow. Hi, Miss Ramona. Yeah, I know. I was going to make some hot cocoa this evening for during the live, but my stomach's a little off, so I'm having some ginger ale. But hot cocoa sounds really, really good. So maybe some hot cocoa tomorrow to stay warm. So, I have to say, and maybe it's one of you watching, I have no idea. I was totally blown away yesterday when the antique store that I went to on Saturday, and I had posted photos of the antique store. It's an amazing antique store, antique mall. Like, I love it. It's the first time I've been there, but just everybody was really great that worked there, and all of the booths were really just very nicely decorated. I had I could have spent a fortune there. Like, I could have spent a fortune in two ways. I could have spent a fortune on like lots of like big pieces, or bigger pieces, but I even could have spent a fortune on books and bottle caps or milk caps and all sorts of things. And I had to just be very, very particular because I was like, no, you can't just like get a whole bunch of stuff right now. And so I posted some photos of them, and then I did post the one photo of the vintage Christmas figurine that I mean, it was amazing, it was absolutely beautiful. I loved it, but that's just not in my budget to spend $150 on that. And so when they called yesterday, and she asked, is this Mandy? And I said, yeah, this is her. And she's like, oh, you were in Saturday and you posted on social media, the Christmas sleigh figurine. And she's like, well, it's here for you whenever you can come and pick it up. And it took me a second. I was like, wait, what? And she said, yeah, someone purchased it for you and it's here for you whenever, it's on hold for you. I've got your name on it and everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I, asked her, well, is it okay? It might not be till the weekend just because they close at 5 and they're in the opposite direction of like past home from work and even further. And I knew I had things like yesterday I had to get Emily to work right away because of our 2 cars. And then today I had this, and then tomorrow Ken has baseball and I have to be at work tomorrow night for something. And like, it's just really hectic. And she's like, oh yeah. And I said, well, do you know who bought it for, like who purchased it? And she's like, well, yeah, I know who purchased it, but, cause I took their credit card information. She's like, but I'm not allowed to tell you. They wanted it to be a secret. And so, oh, hi, Julie. And so I was blown away. Like, I didn't even know what to do with myself. Seriously. Like, I got off the phone and I was like, cause I didn't have students or anything. That's why I answered the phone. And I was like, I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I gotta tell people. And I like went across the hall cause I was going to tell my one colleague, and I'm like, oh, she has a class that like scooted it back, because not that I couldn't walk in, and talk to her during a class, but at the same time I was like, not for this. Like, I was just too excited and wanted to be like, oh my God, I can't believe, and the class had like just started too. So I was like, no, okay. And then I was like, oh my gosh, who do I like? So then I did my little live. So I'm super excited. So I'm going to go either Friday or Saturday. On the one hand, I can't wait to go, and I'd kind of like to go Thursday, or even go Friday. But they're also having their anniversary sale this weekend. So I'm kind of tempted to just wait and go Saturday so that I can like pick it up, but also, maybe do a little run through and do a little shopping. So I'm going to post again and do a photo, and maybe do a little walkthrough depending on when I go, how busy it is. So yeah, it was so sweet. I don't know who it was from, but super sweet, blown away. Never had anything like that happen before. And yeah, it's amazing. It's really close to me. And some other people have been to it, that have shared, like, they've been to it when they've been in the area and everything. So hi, Miss Michelle. So if anyone comes out this way to either come visit me, or if we do something in the Paper Doll House for a retreat, or we do something at the lake house or whatever, definitely something on our to-do list as a must-see, that we will definitely go there, because it's just really, it's really nice. It's really awesome. So that was that. What was I going to tell you guys next? I have lots of things on the one hand this evening. Lots and lots of things. Oh, have a good night, Janaea. I'm glad you could pop in. So I've been wanting to have a blog for I don't know how long. And I wasn't even necessarily sure, like, the ins and outs of it per se. But I knew I wanted to, like, add to my website eventually, have a blog. So, I've talked to my son about it multiple times because he's my webmaster. He takes care of my website. And finally, I sat down and I wrote my first blog post. And then he was going to read it and do any formatting, not necessarily editing what I wrote, but more just the formatting of how a blog post looks. And then he's going to give me some pointers so I know what that looks like moving forward. I just put it up this weekend. Michelle, I just put it up on, I think Sunday. I actually put it up Sunday before I did my, I did the Zoom on Sunday, just because I figured I could enjoy it for a week or so before I put up Valentine's decorations. But thank you. So I'd written that, and he's going to get it posted. And so we were talking about, working on the website, because I definitely want to add more content to the website. That's been on the list for a while. And, and you'll get to see it soon, what my first blog post is about. It talks about kind of the start or a piece of my like crafting journey. And so that's why I was sitting today and looking through years of photos, quite honestly, because I knew what I was looking for. I was looking for things that I mentioned in my blog post. And so I was sitting and I was scrolling through photos photos on my phone. And lots of things came to mind. One, as I was seeing the different projects, both that I had mentioned or even some that I hadn't mentioned in my blog post particularly, but had kind of forgotten about, was reminding me just how much crafting I have done over the years, even at times when I didn't think that I was doing much crafting. Because there were some different like actual crafting projects, from like even some Listers Got a List when I started doing that, which was, really small, manageable, to even several like crafty projects that I did for gifts at my old job for staff members, like when they were retiring or leaving and moving on to something else. I was always the one that was in charge of that, and so I typically would make things for them, find a way for like the staff to write different notes. And so like for two of the ladies, I had done Project Life 6x8 albums, so I'd given cards to everybody so that they could write on the cards. And then, I took photos of everybody, and then, put the photo in with their note, and like had used Project Life cards. And so I had done that, and I had done a memory decks and given everybody a memory decks to write. So I just was seeing all the different things that I had done. So that was one thing. And it was really making me reminisce a lot of the different projects too, and thinking that I might want to go in to some depth about some of those, like share how they helped me with my crafting, maybe even revisit some of them, or, take my own take on them, and, something we might do in Pink Crafty Cottage, because it just was really great to look at those. As well as I made a post today because I was there again. Something else that I mentioned in my blog post is, the ladies that really inspired me, because I was in this frame of mind of scrapbooking, which to me was, holidays and birthdays and, field trips and like events, and not so much the day-to-day once the kids were like older than a year. Then you take some other like cute random snapshots or outfits, but then it starts to get more focused on just the big things. And so then that shifts, when I started to realize the whole documenting concept. And so that's when I made a post today, because I was pointing out like Becky Higgins and Heidi Swap and Allie Edwards and Corey with her, the different listing and, camps and things like that. And Andrea, Retro Hit Mama, like just all the ways that they have helped too. And so it was really neat. On the flip side, I realized just how many photos I have never documented. All of these photos, all of these events or trips or things that have never been documented. So it also reminded me that I really want to start to prioritize, like tackling going in and clearing out my photos, so getting rid of some of the photos that you take on your phone that you didn't need to save, like you took it to share with somebody, like, oh, look, I saw this at the store for you. Is this what you were looking for? Or, random things like that, where like you take it and then if you don't delete it right away, sometimes you forget and it's just still sitting there. So like getting rid of the excess unnecessary photos, and then breaking it down, doing it like a month at a time, and just making a little list and just kind of chipping away at it and editing, photos, and then just sending them to have them printed. Like, so instead of printing them at home, so that then I can at least have printed photos and, start putting them in like little photo box type things. Not necessarily all at once, but at least start the process and then get to the point of like doing even just some very general documenting, whether it's pocket, like Project Life, where it's, pocket pages or something like that. So, because it was just reminding me how many photos I still have never documented. And I really want to do that, and I really need to do that. So, but at the same time, really enjoying so many projects that I have done. And it's just reminding me that I'm really happy with where I'm at this year of doing the 52 weeks of me and working on 10 on 10 and hoping to, finish up my December daily and get back to my weekly memory keeping and everything like that, and just having those, telling those stories. So, but I thought I would maybe, I don't even know whether I don't necessarily want to do it tonight, just because I didn't pull everything out, but, and people might want to know in advance that I might sit and go over some of those projects, and just talk about what their purpose was and how they helped me and what I enjoyed about them, and just kind of see what people's thoughts are on, revisiting some of them. So, it was just really interesting. And I don't know if you guys have sat and done that. We did it, to a certain extent. We did it in Fearless Art. And I pulled, trying to remember what I pulled from. I pulled a few specific projects and like looked at them and took some photos of them for some journaling, so that you could see like what you've done and how does it make you feel and everything like that. And that was really beneficial to see there again how much I had done, and it really led me to that reinforcing factor of I really like projects where I'm truly telling a true story, documenting, where it has a real purpose. I'm more successful at those. I have more emotion and heart attached to those than some of the other things that I was spending my time doing. Not that they're not enjoyable, and not that there can't be projects that are just for fun or just to be crafty. But especially if I have multiple things I'm trying to do, those types of projects are going to be the ones I'm less successful of, when it's like just, it's, I don't even know what I want to call it, because I don't want to call it like busy work crafting, but some of it is. It's like busy work crafting, which isn't a bad thing. And there's definitely a time and a place for it, but it just was a realization for me that not something I want to I wanted to stop adding those kinds of projects when I also had all the other projects. So it's really interesting. So you might want to consider, looking on your shelves and like taking some time and pulling off projects that you've done and taking a look at them, or looking back at your photos and looking at the projects that you've done, and just see what ones, just see how much you have done and what you enjoyed the most, which ones you like, and maybe it'll help give you like an idea of what you want to focus on. If you're not sure, or if you are like me where you feel like you are trying to do it all and yet then you're doing nothing. Because as much as I have like a lot of projects that I want to do this year, it's different because I have such a buy-in to them that I am truly creating the time to do the projects. If that makes any sense. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm making any sense. I was so tired today. I don't even know how to explain it. I was so tired today. I did not sleep well last night. I had an upset stomach right before bed, so I went to bed late, and then my Apple Watch was dead, and so that's what I usually use as my alarm now. So then that way I can I can have like 3 alarms in a row, so that I can kind of slowly wake up a little bit, not hit snooze, but just like give myself a couple minutes. So I couldn't do that, so I had to use my phone, and I really didn't want to disturb my husband because I get up, much earlier than him, and he doesn't sleep that well anymore either. And I think I was afraid I wasn't going to hear it because I turned off any noise notification for the alarm, and just, hi, Dash. And so I just wanted to like put it on vibrate. I love you, Dashy, but I don't really have room for you right now. So I think I was afraid I wasn't going to hear it and I was going to oversleep and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I didn't really sleep well. And then um, I have a lot to do when I'm at work. I have 5 different classes and there's all the like teaching things to do too. And then during my break, I was sitting there and I was going through all these pictures and that really killed it. I was like so tired in the afternoon. And then, I drove home in the dark because it gets dark at 4:30 now and it's freezing cold. So I apologize that I'm a little like sleepy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It is really interesting to see how my crafting has changed over the years. It really truly is. And this came up Sunday when I was hosting a Zoom for the PCC membership, and I was getting their opinion because years ago I changed out my ephemera and did it by color, sorted it by color, because I had seen that was something that Andrea, Retro Hip Mama, does. And it seemed really smart. Not necessarily for collections where I was keeping the collection together, but for those miscellaneous, ephemera packages that you purchase because you thought it was cute or because you got it discounted or you could get that. You couldn't get the whole collection, but you were able to stumble upon that at like a Tuesday morning or whatever. And so you don't have a whole collection that goes with it where you're trying to like, okay, I'm going to use it with this. And so if you just keep it in the package, like it doesn't get used because it's just like, unless you're like specifically, oh, I know I have this and let me use it. And so I broke everything down by color, all of those kinds of things. And I had them in some medium-sized drawers. And then when I redid the craft room and got rid of, especially when I was getting rid of the one shelving unit where they fit really nicely, I moved to smaller ones, partly because the original ones that I had used were ones that had just been like hand-me-downs, and I just used what I had in case I hated the whole concept of changing it out by color. So I had these little drawers, and I just, in going through things and the projects I'm working on, I was drawn back to looking at Andrea's most recent, like, because she's changed how she does it too. Like, she used to have it in some little bins, and I did that for a while. And then she has it, like, I did drawers. She had it in, like, bins that I didn't have. And then I switched to bins, but those were too small. So that's when I switched back to the small drawers. And she has these great drawers, but I don't have a place for the drawers the size that they are. So anywho, I'm actually going to do the 12 by 12 drawers and put more than just my ephemera by color. I'm going to put like buttons and some of the 3-dimensional things that I have in other places, as well as some of my trims. And so in doing that, though, it also reminds me of how much my crafting has changed and evolved, especially since I learned how to junk journal. Once I went down that path of junk journaling, that's when like my craft supplies like quadrupled, because then it went from having like the paper and the ephemera and like those collections to having ribbon and having trim and fabric and tickets and all of that kind of stuff. And so it like just got, there's just even more stuff. And so yeah, like to see how it kind of evolves and changes is really kind of cool and kind of fun, but also a constant, how the heck do I keep this all organized? That is the constant battle. I don't know what, I tried to print, my printer has been acting up and it's really stressing me out, because I even updated it, like the, whatever it's called, not the software, something else. I don't know. And it's still acting up and giving me a hard time. All I wanted to do was print the 2 photos for week 3 for just 2 weeks of me, so I could maybe work on week 4 with y'all this evening. But if that's not going to happen, then we might look at some of my other projects or something. We'll have to see. Those of you that are doing 52 weeks of me, how are you doing? Ramona, I saw some of your pictures today. Super adorable, which I know you're waiting on Project Life cards from me, which should be coming they should be in the mail by Thursday. I had a couple snafus along the way of just getting last minute things done for your Joy of Journaling, and I figured I would send them all together, which of course I probably should have just thrown the cards in the mail. But best laid plans. I love what you're doing though with yours. I think it looks amazing. I haven't even looked at the newest prompts, so I don't even know what week 4 is. I'm not quite done with week 3. I need to put the photos in, and I think I'm going to decorate one of the other cards. But I'm having a lot of fun with this project again. I'm really glad that Susanna brought it back because I just love it. It's a great project. If you are not participating, I highly suggest jumping in. Okay, so you're on week 3. Awesome. It's just a great project. I absolutely love working on it. 100%. Love it. It's just a lot of fun to use all the different supplies too. I think that's one of the other things that I like about it. Okay, Beth. It is, I have shared it, but it is actually hosted by, oops, that's not the right key. Oh, does she have underscores in her name? Okay, hang on. Let me grab a link because that will be better. It is actually hosted by Maiden Mojave. Susanna, there it is. Let's make it a link. And post it. Will you seriously not let me post? Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Hi, Dixie. So there's a link. It's actually hosted by Maiden Mojave. She's Susanna, and it's free. It's completely free. So if you go to her Instagram and you click on her link, then you can sign up for it. Again, it's totally free, but she emails you all of the prompts, and she emails them four to five at a time so that you have them in advance. It's a super great project. She did it a few years ago in 2018, and I did about 6 months of it. I did several. I think I did 13 weeks of it maybe, and then I kind of fizzled out. But it's a great project. It's really a great project. Beth, I think that's really key is when you create that like kit or collection for yourself and you get it organized, then it's that much easier to plug away with, because that is what I did with it this time is, I pulled the cards that I wanted to use, and I pulled accessories that I wanted to use, and then I have them all together. And so then whenever I want to work on the project, it is simply a matter of choosing the cards that go with the photos I'm going to use for that week, or and then just picking pieces that go with it. I think that's just a super great way to go. And if you can house it in either a bin or in drawers, that's what I'm using. So I bought another set of the 12 by 12 drawers. I think I'll switch. All right, I guess I'll switch my camera. So, full disclosure, all by myself, I figured out how to change out my background so that I was no longer Christmas, but I couldn't figure out how to grab my presets that my husband set up for like my different camera layouts and stuff. So I'm just going to have to do it manually. So you're going to see me get small, and then you're going to see me turn on my desk cam. Well, actually, I'll turn my desk cam on first. So I apologize for the unprofessionalism of it. But I don't know how he had done that, and he had already gone back to Tuesday night work. So, I have lots of stuff hanging out in my camera angle. Oh, and now I just adjusted that, so it's going to want to come down a little bit. Sorry, guys. I have one spot that likes to get really loose. Oh. Okay. So much just stuff in my side frame. So, sorry about the mess. So these are, I feel like that's super far away, but I don't want to mess with it too much since it doesn't seem to be too happy. So I have all this junk on my desk. You guys have to excuse my desk. I was going through all sorts of things. So these are the 12 by 12 drawers that fit in the calyx, and it's 3 drawers. You can only fit 1. You can't fit 2 on top of each other, which is kind of a bummer, but then I put paper racks on top of them. So when I chose all my Project Life cards, which they're not in the drawer, I have those separately, because I was going to use a Rascog cart, if you guys remember. I was all set to do that, and I had my one little bin, and it just wasn't working. It wasn't feasibly holding everything, and it was going to take up way too much space. And I started to realize that I have all this prime real estate behind me, and I really should be using this to hold the things I'm using all the time. And the carts are great for certain things, but not for a project like this. And so with that, I can also hopefully not have a million carts out here. So one of the things I did is I got a secondary set of drawers, because I have the one set of drawers that I have been using for my weekly documenting so that I could kind of keep all of the things. And I'm going to keep at least 1 drawer, if not 2 drawers, and 2 paper trays for that. But then I may shift and add something else in there and not house 3 for weekly documenting, because I don't necessarily need to have 3 months worth of stuff out at a time. So I got a second one of these 12 by 12 drawers so that I could do my 10 on 10 scrapbooking and do 52 weeks of me, and the project that Susan and I are doing, which we haven't come up with a name for yet. So I just realized this was a better way to do it, because then I could have the paper pads in the bins, and then have all the things. So it does really help if you have a collection. So I have all the Project Life cards, but then I have gone ahead and I've got all the little ephemera pieces that go with the collection, and or some additional ones. And then I have all the little clips and things that I had pulled. This is all Maggie Holmes ribbon, so I went ahead and put that in here. And then these were pieces that match, that like other people have made me similar over here in this one and in here. Like, they're just based on size. Like, these are full cards that are decorated that I can use. These are round embellishments, and then these are kind of the miscellaneous. So being able to have this all housed together and then have the Project Life cards makes it so easy to do the project, because I can pick my cards and then embellish. So I highly suggest doing that with the project like 52 Weeks of Me, 10 on 10. Plus, I'm using everything that I already have. You know, I'm pulling collections that I have wanted to use. 10 on 10, I'm using all my I'm using Heidi Swap stuff that I have been hoarding. 52 Weeks of Me, Maggie Holmes that I've been hoarding. But I'm also pulling, you know, those things. Like I have all these beautiful things that people have, you know, made that have come in either journals that I've purchased where like they send a little extra, or I've bought a few things from Urban Voyager where it's like the little vending machine, or it's some of her like three-dimensional things that then she fills with goodies. A sewing machine she filled with goodies. So that's where like some of these types of things, you know, have come from that are just super cute. And so I've pulled those things and put them in here. You don't have to invest in drawers like this. I made a conscious decision that this was going to be good. So I bought one additional 3 set and I filled it right away. So that's my 52 Weeks of Me minus the Project Life cards, because those are separate. And then like this is for 10 on 10 scrapbooking. Because for January and probably February, because there's some really beautiful floral, like pink and red florals in this particular collection. So for February, for 10 on 10, I'm still going to use this Heidi Swap collection. So I've got the ephemera pieces, I've got the stickers and the die cuts, I've got the papers that I'd already like torn and used on other pages in case I want to use them again, and the washi tape. And then in the paper bin, I have the papers. So it just makes it really easy to work on a project. And then, like for the project that Suze and I are doing, I'm using all of my Maggie Holmes, I put that upside down for you guys, Carousel collection, because I love this collection and it's just adorable. And so I have everything, which I have some more to add for this one, because there again, I need to pull some of those ephemera pieces that other people have made. But this is what I did have pulled, so I put it into a bin. And again, the 12 by 12 papers are in the bin. So I had purchased just one, but then this is what I decided I'm going to be doing with the input from my PCC membership ladies on Saturday, is instead of buying the like jewelry drawers that a lot of the ladies have, or the makeup drawers rather, to do my by color ephemera, I decided to give it a try in one of the 12 by 12. And I'm really excited because this works really well for me. So I have now ordered more of these drawers instead of buying the makeup ones. So I have ephemera, all the pink ephemera, not like all of the, but you know, I have pink ephemera, and then I have clips, or like true like 3D, big items. I need to do a different container for buttons, but this is what I already had buttons in. So I just kind of plopped it in there because I can't do another one of these bins. They're just a little too long. So eventually I'd like to find something that fits the space a little bit better, but for now my buttons are already in there anyway. This will house, and again, I just like threw this together to see if I liked it, so I have more to do. But I just threw some other like 3D, not necessarily like clips or, plastic things, but 3D items. And then some of my trims. I'm not necessarily going to be able to put like everything pink or everything turquoise in here, because I do have other pink trim that's like where I have a large quantity of it, where I've gotten a whole like bolts of it essentially discounted. Well, that's in a different place because that's like full, but like these are small, small collections of things. And being that I have an ADHD brain, and if I don't see things, I forget that I have it. And if I've got to go too many different places to see what I maybe even do have, like, oh, let me go check my trim. What do I have? Oh, let me go see about buttons. it's just going to slow me down and or I'm not going to use it. So I played around with just my pink stuff to see if the 12 by 12 drawer would even work. And then these are the bins from the Target dollar spot. And I love it. So I ordered a package of the 12 by 12 drawers from Michael's, and they are on their way to me so that I can do this with all my colors. So I have pink, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, turquoise, and did I say purple already? I think there's like 8 colors that I come up with. I don't have a lot of purple, but as soon as I don't have a space for it, probably wouldn't be a good idea. And I might split purple, like purple might end up splitting with then, like if I end up finding some multicolor or things like that. So I'm really excited about this because then it'll be right here, and it does really come in handy when you are crafting. So, for example, I love having things by color. I loved when I switched to this, especially the way that I craft now compared to, when I did solid 12 by 12 scrapbooking, and it was like my kids' albums, when I was first doing it, I used a collection, and that was it. Like you had the papers, the stickers, the chipboard, the whatever, and you used that collection. But I craft differently now. So even if I'm using a collection, I oftentimes am still adding other things. Or if you're using Project Life, that's not the cards are a collection, but if you like to embellish, there's not always embellishment. So then you're pulling from other things anyway. So doing by color has served me very well. And I'm really excited to add the components this way. It's going to help on multiple levels because like I have a little suitcase right here of like some of the the little cutesy bits and bobs. It looked cute, but it's not functional. Similarly, then I have another one up there that was like with other different things. So getting it where I can see it and have it together with the colors is going to make me use it. It's going to help, but it's also going to take care of some of the other like cluttered spaces and really get things more functional. So I'm super excited about this, which I'm going to do some videos and things like that once I'm actually doing all of them. But like to give you an example, so this is, sorry about the glare. This is, let's take this card out. I attached the cards that are on the back. But if I use this card, thank you. If I use this card for an example, the Project Life card was what I wanted to use for this page, this color layout. And I chose some stickers, so I went to my alphas and I chose some stickers. But then when it came to embellishing, I was able to open up, my pink drawer and my turquoise drawer and just go through little pieces that I had. And then even for the photos, I know that I have a couple other little options that I just went ahead and I have sitting out because I just was waiting for my printer to print. I pulled out these couple turquoise options that are the right turquoise. They have a cute saying, and I might add them like to the photo or something. So having things by color is really, really helpful. Or then having things by type. So once I get done with color, I have to evaluate. Then I may also do a drawer or 2 drawers broken down with some of those little bins and have like flowers or even a lot of my vintage stuff where I have a lot of it and I have it like in miscellaneous things like tickets or doilies, or I may start doing some of that stuff in this fashion, or I may decide I'm going to add it with the color instead of having it in different places, because if I'm working with a color page, then I know, okay, I'm either going to need a pink ticket or a turquoise ticket or a yellow ticket, so instead of then having to go to something else where, okay, my tickets are over here and my doilies are over there, I may do that as well. I'm not sure yet. And honestly, for the drawers that, depending on what drawers you're looking at, because I actually ran over the weekend I ran to Marshall's and Home Goods, because for a while they had really carried, what do I put down here for y'all to see? Because this will be reflective. Well, I'll just leave it for a minute. I had consistently looked at the drawers that they carried, kept thinking about buying them, debating. They had all different ones to choose from. And then I was looking on Amazon at the ones that like Andrea has and some of the other ladies have, and decided to just double check Home Goods, and they like literally don't have them anymore. Like they used to have tons. Now they have nothing. So that wasn't even an option anymore. But I also started to realize that the ones that are on Amazon weren't as expensive as I was thinking that they were. For some reason, when I had looked the one time, I was like, wow, that's going to get really expensive. But they really weren't any more expensive than the ones at Home Goods, because they actually had more drawers to them. The ones that Andrea has have 3 long drawers and then 4 small ones. And most of the ones that were at Home Goods were just like, that I had looked at in the past, were like 4 drawers if they were the long ones. So it was compatible, that because they were like 20 to 25 and the ones on Amazon are like 30. If you can get the 12 by 12 on sale, which they've been on sale right now, they're like 35, which they are 12 by 12, so they are larger. Or I bought a pro pack because I was going to be purchasing 3, and it came up as like an option, and so I clicked on it to see. Well, buying the pro pack essentially meant that by buying the 4 that was a pro pack, I was actually getting 1 for free, as opposed to if I just purchased 3 outright by themselves. So it was a no-brainer, because 4 was better anyway than just getting the 3. So just something to keep in mind. And even if you don't have the calyx, if you have shelving that you could put these on, what I like about these two is they're versatile, because they also can hold 12 by 12 paper. They can hold the 12 by 12, stickers that go with things. So like that's where you can use them for projects. You can use them for your color. You can, there's really a lot of flexibility with them, in my opinion. And again, you can then put, for these ones, I have paper racks on top of them. But for the ones I'm doing as color, because you can't put 2 on top of each other in the calyx, on certain shelves you would be able to, but in the calyx you can't. They don't fit. I'm actually going to put my Project Life cards in bins by color. So like I'll have 3 drawers. It'll be, say, pink, turquoise, and yellow. Let's say pink, turquoise, and yellow. Well, then I will have the little bin of pink Project Life cards, turquoise, yellow, so that I also have those, because right now I have those in a whole Rascog cart. I have way too many. So then that way they will be there too. Oh, Tara, you're so cute. Seriously, it should be that difficult. I understand, though. I absolutely do. I totally understand. I really wish my printer would print, because then I would finish off this layout, but it doesn't seem to want to. Oh, my battery's dead on there. That's probably part of the issue, so I'll have to charge my other computer that I have the photos all set up on. So, I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. So that should help me too, because again, then if I'm working on certain projects, I will have Project Life cards by color right there. I feel like it's going to be a good way for me to go. And I do have some shelves that aren't being utilized as well as they could be, so I'll still be able to, I'm still going to allow myself to have the 2 rows that can be decorative, as well as maybe house something practical, and then have 3 rows of shelves that are practical, because I do really need for that to happen. So I was going to open one thing of Happy Mail that came today. And then, depending on what you ladies would like to see, because I could either start week 4 on my 2 weeks of me, or we could venture down memory lane a little bit and I could look at some of those projects that I was revisiting today when I was scrolling through photos. So I'm totally up for anything. So I don't think I have anything else immediate that I would be able to work on. So I don't know if you guys are familiar. I know I've shared her stuff before, and I never know how to pronounce this. If it's Nena. I don't know if you can see that. Nena Paz Love is her Instagram, NENAPAZLUV. I'm sure it's something that I'm like missing, that I look at it and I see one thing and it's something else. I wonder if she would, I mean, her first name is not Nina, but I wonder if she actually would pronounce that Nina, I don't know. Anywho, I have gotten many things from her over the years. And she was introducing a larger size organizer, which I'm super excited about. And I will show you what I use the one organizer for. As soon as I figure out how to open it, there it is. So this is her standard size organizer, and I love these. They come in super handy. You guys have seen me use them before, I believe. It's got 3 pockets, okay, on each side. You can tuck things into. It's great for, well, I'll show you one step. And then it has this clear pocket in the middle. But then, oh, yeah, I don't know. I need to just ask her. Like, I have known her for, I don't know how many years I've been purchasing stuff from her, and I message her back and forth, and I just need to ask her and find out. But then she just introduced this larger size. I feel like my camera is backwards now, but before it was fine. That's weird. I feel like these are backwards. It is backwards. Okay. So she introduced this larger size. Okay. So, and I love this print. I have this print in a couple other things, so I was really excited about it because then they all coordinate. But this was a brand new pattern, and oh my gosh, like, just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And everything she makes is extremely durable, extremely well made. It's lined. It's fantastic. So let me show you. I have on my fuzzy jammy pants because I was cold. So this is one that I already have from her. Yeah, why is this up? Why is this backwards? Okay, I don't. Hang on. See, now it's legit upside down. Right? Yeah. Okay, what's happening with my camera? It's really stressing me out, people. It's really stressing me out. Because I didn't think it was wrong. But now that I have this, oh. It's flipped. Panda Bear, leave it. Go lay down. I'm so confused. Because it's like backwards. Yes, let me copy paste it because that will be the best way. Okay, yeah, because she's going to have another restock soon. I don't think she's announced a day yet. I don't think she's announced when her next restock is. But yes, her stuff is really cute. It's really well made. She makes all different pouches because I have all different pouches from her over the course of years now. But what I use this particular one for, and I use these for all different things, this is the one that I use for my weekly, for my memory planner, where I have, I keep like the little word stickers in here and the little number stickers, and then I had, just like the basic stickers and ephemera and everything, so that then I could do, I could like sit and do this on the couch and have basically what I needed, and some of the other pieces in here. The reason I was really excited about the larger one though is because, hi Dash. All right, Dash is gonna be on the dash cam for a moment. Is Dash entertaining everyone? Are you entertaining everybody? They can't see your pretty face though, the way you're sitting. No. Are you just gonna get cozy? Welcome to the Dash Show. So this particular one is not from her. This one is from Ruffles, Pearls, and Bows. I don't know why things are backwards. I'm going to have to figure out how to fix that. But only one technology piece at a time at night, right? So this one is from Ruffles, Pearls, and Bows, who I also get lots of goodies from. This is a little different style. But and she doesn't consistently make these. She makes a lot of different things, but not consistently these. So I love this. And so I was excited when Nana, not sure, introduced this oversized, because I use this. Like this is, I have my wholehearted words in here. So I was really looking forward to being able to get another large size one that could also house some large things, like hold a full book in there, or journal. I know, is he just the cutest? So I was really excited about one that was the larger size to be able to put a journal in, or a notebook in, and then still have, all your things. So that's why I was super excited about, oh, good night, Beth. I was super excited about her larger size, to be able to add into my collection. Yes, so because I love having this in here, and then having, pens and some stickers and some things like that, for that. So I was really excited about this larger size. So I have too much stuff on my desk. Just move those over there. So I was super excited to share that with you guys. And hopefully you got her information in the chat. So let's see, what is week 4? Let me look up what week 4 is. And even though I don't have photos happening, because my printer is not cooperating, let's see what week 4 is for 52 Weeks of Me, and we can work on it a little bit before it's time to go to bed. Do we already have? Okay, wait, maybe we already have week 4 in our first email. Oh, we do. It's My Happy Place. Haha, just kidding. Okay, so My Happy Place is definitely going to be here at my desk. So, oh, thank you, Ramona. I just had completely forgotten that. Dashi, I love you, dear. I do. Okay, well, we'll let him stay for right now. So for week 4, I'm going to need, I know I'll take a photo of myself at my desk one day this week. So let's go through 4x6 cards and let's see what we have. And we can chat. What have you guys been working on this week, or what have you been struggling with anything this week? I have been super overwhelmed. I don't know if you follow is it Kristen Creates? She's the creative founder. No, I can't think of what her Instagram handle is. Kristen Wilson Creative. I don't know if you guys follow Kristen Wilson Creative. Let me highlight her and share her as well. Tara, your attitude. I love that, and I totally get it because I have had a bad attitude lately. Oh, yes, Ramona, and I chose okay, Dashi, I love you, but you're going to have to go down for right now. I chose my word, but I haven't done anything else, and I really need to spend time in it and with it. And I feel like that is what everything is right now. Like, I need to spend time on that, and I'm in the Creative Founders, and so I've been working on things for Pink Crafty Cottage, which is also beneficial to me, but it's like there's videos and there's the workbook, and I'm trying to then do more. I literally mind blown yesterday. I stumbled upon, I don't remember who shared something. I stumbled upon a dietitian who deals with ADHD, and I had no idea how much ADHD affected my eating. I didn't even know that was a thing. So now that's like a whole thing there, which it's great to find that out. But I'm like, I just feel like I need to like figure out my rhythms and my routines and like my eating. I've got to start working out and eating better so that I can get off of the high blood pressure medication and like all of the things. What I mentioned Kristen Wilson Creative is because she shared a reel, and there's quite a few ladies doing it with that song, like all the pressure that we are under, like just to do all of the things. And I'm like, I really need to also make one. And I was like, because like there's all this pressure at school, because I'm like, okay, I want to be a good teacher, and it's really hard to get through to the kids right now. Like they're just, it's bad. It's really bad. And that's a whole other day. Like there's just so much. Oh my goodness. Hi, Sloan. Okay, wait. Ramona, what is your what crazy about? I want to make sure I figure out what that is. Okay, so Ramona, so documenting. Are you having a hard time taking the photos? Or just writing down the details? Oh, my findings? Yeah, I know. I had no idea. No idea. Mind blown. It started out, I saw something about like the whole how overwhelming it is for ADHDers to meal plan, grocery shop, so we end up defaulting to ordering out all the time, or then and I was like, oh my god, she's like literally like pointing at me and like talking about me. And so I like started finding all this information, and oh my gosh, it's great, but now it's like I need to like learn it and then read her stuff to then make changes. Yeah, just crazy. Okay, so you're having trouble documenting. So what are you having trouble documenting? Are you having trouble taking the photos, or like figuring out what to journal or what to write? And Charlotte, I totally get finishing projects. And what else? With Tara, I love your my attitude. Same. And yes, I need to spend time with wholehearted words, because I chose my word, and that's as far as I've gotten. I need to take that time to do the journaling and, just really dive into it. And yeah, I just feel so out of touch with so many of the things. Oh, okay. So you want to do wholehearted word documenting. I like that. Did you see? And I haven't gotten very far, but Suze and I started a project for documenting our word of the year, by like seeing how it shows up each month. And we're gonna use the same focus for that we are for like the 10 on 10 project, the 10 on 10 scrapbooking, just to kind of help us like see it, and be aware of it. So, like for January, it was, like right now, like what is it right now? Which we actually just did our title page, and then I have to do my, like my kind of my why. Suze already did hers, and then we're gonna do February with its focus, which I'll share later, and so on. So like that we're also going to do some creative documenting of our word, in addition to I'm going to be doing the journaling and wholehearted words. So, yeah. So I know we can keep just chit-chatting. I'm just going to flip through, and look for cards that would work for me at this table, because that's my happy place, which this is cute because it says happy day, and it does have like my primary colors, like my desk is this color and I love pink, so that really might be a winner. That really might be a winner. Ooh, you could use storyline chapters, absolutely. The only reason that Suze and I went with a 4x8, no. 4x8? Yeah, I think it's a 4x8, is because she's doing one project in that and she's loving it, and I'm not doing anything in that size other than this one that we're doing. And so that was really fun for me because I have something in storyline chapters already, and I have something in pocket pages, and I have something in 6x8. So I wanted to try something different. Okay, that's the total color of my desk, so that's kind of a cute one too. So yes. And I'm really excited about, I am really excited about my blog getting up and running, because I've realized how much I really want to share with you ladies even more and more and more the different projects that I've done and the things that I've gone through, and I really want to spend as much time as possible like creating and documenting and spending time with you ladies. So I'm really excited about that, and hopefully that'll help us with some of our projects. This is also kind of cute because it's got the wood and I don't know though, my desk isn't wood. So maybe not. I lied. I lied. I have to look and see when day in the life and week in the life are this year too. Because I enjoy doing those projects as well, and I want to make sure that I like choose a collection. I think Susan and I talked about using a 4x6, a small 4x6 pocket page album, the little Simple Stories one, to keep it super simple, like for day in the life. This go around, just keep it very, very simple. So you could have like your photo and, you know, your 4x6 card that you could do your like little bit of detailed documenting on, because it's not a ton of documenting, because it's, you know, very simple, and embellish and be good to go. So I think that's what we're going to do. So I will want to pick a collection to use for that. I have to see when that, if Allie Edwards has the dates out for that yet. Oh, and I should check. I will make a post. It hadn't been updated yet, but our Frosty collection shipped. So it's on its way to me. Where's my email? Just gonna see if let's see if the tracking is updated. Oh, it's supposed to be here Thursday. That's awesome. That means I could get things packaged up and shipped out this weekend. Oh, that's so exciting, because the Frosty collection is adorable, you guys, because I have a part of it, because I ordered one set with all the Christmas stuff so that I'd have it in hand so that I could have the colors. And you guys, I have been having so much fun with all of the extras I'm sending for you guys. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I am so excited. I do love that word. That's fantastic. It's such a great word. Such a great word. I'm so excited. We're going to get to do our winter documenting. And we're going to get to do our Joy of Journaling, which I'm super excited about too. We got to get that collection ready. I got to walk you through that. I have no idea what that is, Ramona. Is it an emoji? I don't really see anything other than like a little white. I can't even tell what it is. It's cute, but I can't tell what it is. Oh, it's a heart. It doesn't look like a heart over here. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That's so cute. Okay, so then I'm going to say right now, Ramona, I will definitely hold off and send all of your stuff together on either Friday after work or Saturday morning, instead of shipping one thing out Thursday, like after work, and then the next one on Saturday, if that's okay with you. I will just do your Joy of Journaling and your Project Life cards and your winter memories all in a bigger box. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so excited. So excited. I am so excited. The amount of textures and trims and cute things that I have added and curated to go with that are just sitting, waiting for this. I'm so excited. Oh, you guys can't see this. Okay, I'm so excited. I would say, Katie, I think at this point, like maybe doing the like, I made you like the intro. Tara, you're so cute. That's what I was just saying, Tara. Is it? I just checked the shipping, and it should be to me by Thursday night at 9 p.m. So then I can turn around and I can get it out to everybody. So I'm so excited about that. Katie, I think maybe at this point, knowing that everybody will have them, maybe the first weekend in February would be a good kickoff of me going over everything, like helping everybody like pull together supplies that they might have at home, creating a little kit for themselves and kind of talking about it. And then it could be the following Monday that I would do the first quote. So that would give everybody a week after like watching me live and talk about it and go through things, or if they have to catch the replay, and then kind of be ready to go. It's okay, Tara. It was just really cute. So yeah, I think that would be pretty safe bet. I think that would work out really well. Because I want to make sure everybody like is ready and knows what's happening. Because I don't want it to be something where people feel I don't want anyone to feel like behind. You know what I mean? I want everybody to be like ready to go. And anyone who did not get the box from me, not that everything is in the box. I mean, obviously there's so much more that you can use, but that way anyone who didn't have that even can decide like what vessel they want to use and everything. I should make a post to give everybody. I think that would be really good timing. I think. Okay, so I'm just kind of playing around right now with cards. My brain's really tired. I have to apologize. I'm so glad that you like your binder. I had such a good time making those. I really did. I really enjoyed it. Like I am at a point where I am enjoying curating kits even more than I have in the past. And I don't know if that's because I'm ahead of things now. Like, because, you know, I've been working on things for the winter one. And I've been working on things for swag for Retro Hip. And I've pulled some things for Cindy and Sloan's retreat, and then I've just barely pulled a couple of things for Rebecca Hoot's retreat. But like, it just brings me so much joy to like pick these pieces and find these pieces and just put it all together. And like, my brain is just running with like, you know, things I'd like to do in the future, and like I just love it. I just love doing it. I really do. I love it. I love it. So I'm super excited. I am super excited. And I think it's going to be fun to do the winter memories and have it like, it's cute, but it'll also be very, very much like a documenting album. But then Joy of Journaling is going to just be so freeing, like just so fun. Like, take the cute thing and stick it down and add the other cute thing that you like just go for it. So I'm just really excited. Oh, thank you, Sloan. Thank you. As I was sending Sloan and Cindy photos yesterday, like, I know this probably isn't the color scheme that you're going for, but I have to show it to you just in case. It's just how my brain works. Oh, this is cute. I do have the typewriter on my desk, even though it's green. I mean, it's pink. My typewriter's pink. Okay. This is probably really boring. Would you guys watch Mandy do on Twitch? She just said sorted cards. But you see my process at the same time. Like, I started with the 4x6. And if you're wondering why there's a larger pile over here, it's because these are truly like the beige, whereas this is white. And I try to not mix those because it just kind of throws me off sometimes. So, yeah. Just in case you were wondering. This is how it all starts, though. Oh, good, Ramona. You're going through ephemera. It's kind of rewarding to go through things. And yeah, you guys, I have so many, I have so much fun putting this stuff together for you guys. I really, really do. And like, I'm not getting it over my head in any way, shape, or form. I just have lots of like, I'm finding relatively a groove, and so I see potential for some continued things like that in the future. I definitely want to do another Joy of Journaling box if it goes over well once we're in it, doing it. Because I have some additional themes that I think would be really cool. But I've also genuinely wondered, and again, this is just a wondering, like not a, is that as we're doing all of this, like the documenting stuff, depending on what projects we might be working on, or if good night, Julie, if there's still a project I'd kind of like to do that would be a series, if that would be something where you ladies would want like a consistent kit from me. And that being said, that would, good night, Miss Katie, that would not be one that came with like decor pieces and things. It would be strictly things for crafting with, so that it wouldn't be like an event kit. It would be different than that. It would focus just on like your papers and your trims and ephemera and like things like that, because I love doing it. I really do. I just do. All right, I think when I finish this stack of cards, I think I'm also going to call it a night because it's getting late. I'm getting tired. I love hanging out with you ladies, though. I absolutely do. It's so fun and enjoyable and just warms my heart, fills my heart. That's kind of cute as a possibility. Ooh, I was thinking about that the other day because I was realizing that that was one of those projects that I was really excited about, and then unfortunately the Disney event took over so much that I was just a lot more burnt out than I had realized that I would be, because the Disney event just was bigger, more time, it just took on a life of its own once we were like closer to it and then in it. And so 9 to 5 didn't really get the time that it deserved. So I was thinking about that just over the weekend. I think I was looking through some things and I was like, oh my gosh, we didn't really spend a lot of time with that. So yeah, I definitely think that's something that we could revisit. We absolutely could revisit and spend some time with. And depending if there were some ladies that needed some stuff, I know I still have some stuff that I could, send off if needed. I don't know that I have everything, but so that is definitely something I was actually thinking about this weekend. So that's a thought. And that might be something that would be nice to put in like late summer, early fall, maybe. Something like that. So yes, we could definitely consider revisiting that. And I do want to spend time on the friendship directory in February as well. So I'll give a little overview explanation of what that is for anyone who hadn't joined in the past, and spend some Zoom time working on that. Because that would be fun. And oh my gosh, you guys, Saturday, the retreat planning committee and I met, and it's just starting to become so real. We basically have the tentative schedule for Thursday evening and Friday done. It's just so exciting to just start to even more so be able to visualize it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Just so excited. I just can't contain myself. I just can't even. I really can't even. I'm just genuinely super excited. Super excited. Do you have Valentine's Day stuff for Mona or no? Or is there new stuff that you're seeing? Oh, you don't have any. Okay. I'm going to make a note because my Valentine's Day stuff is in my Valentine's Day cart, so it's super easy to get to. And if I'm sending you a box anyway, I could send you just some Valentine's Day goodies just so you have some to add into whatever project it is you want right now, but save you from falling down the rabbit hole of spending money that you maybe don't need to spend on Valentine's Day. I like to share. I like to share. I do. I really like to share. Okay, so I maybe have I don't know that I really like that, but although, So I have like 2 possibilities. Well, I have more than 2 possibilities, but I have like 2 main possibilities. There's more cards in this grouping, but this one is really kind of speaking to me because my desk is solidly that color. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not making any decisions this evening. I'll tell you that much because I'm tired. So I'm super excited. I'll have to make a post. Winter stuff, Frosty Collection should be here Thursday, which means I can hopefully get it turned around and out to you guys by like Saturday morning because it should be pretty quick to just get everything into the box and off to you guys. I'm so excited because it is so cute, you guys. I know you've seen it, but it's so stinking cute. It's so stinking adorable. The colors are amazing. And you guys, the amount of cute trims and fabrics and fluffiness and everything that I have to go with this collection, I'm hoping you guys are going to be as giddy as I have been putting it all together. Because it's just so like yummy. Lots of textures and colors. Like just, I'm so excited. Yeah, tonight has been super fun. Plan that there will be a Zoom this weekend, probably on Sunday again. Hopefully Sunday works for ladies. It tends to work pretty well for me because I can get things done on Saturday as needed and then really feel like I've kind of earned it. The only thing I'm thinking about doing is moving it a smidge earlier and maybe moving it to 2 o'clock sometimes. Just because I tend to not want to get off. And so then I lead all the way in until like dinner time. And then I feel a little rushed, and it is like Sunday nights, and I do have to go to work, and I do like to settle in and relax. So I might scoot it back to like 2 o'clock start time, just so that, you know, I can really enjoy, but then like kind of make myself, I could leave it open, but I can make myself step away and like decompress and get dinner a little bit sooner and settle in a little bit sooner. So that's the only thing I'm thinking about doing. So, but I'm loving spending the time with you ladies. I'm loving that it truly allows for me to carve out time to craft and create, especially when I'm still in that like place of, you know, Christmas decorations are still out in this room and there's, you know, clutter and I'm trying to get this room organized and, you know, and I am getting ready for, you know, shipping different things out and different things to kick off and cleaning the house and doing the laundry and, you know, all of the things. So it's really nice to then have that. Apparently Dash didn't want to miss out on saying goodnight. I love having that designated carved out time to truly visit with you ladies and craft and get things done. So plan on a Zoom this weekend, probably on Sunday. Hi. Oh, Dashykins. You are funny. Yes, you are. All right, ladies, I have had a super great time this evening. Hopefully you had fun. I love hanging out. Make sure you're following on Twitch if you're not already. Feel free to subscribe. That would be awesome as well. I think that's everything. I think. Yeah, I know Dash is just here for the love. So, well, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday night. Stay warm tomorrow. May not be as cold where you are as where I am. Fingers crossed, maybe a remote learning day so I can stay home and not brave the super cold tomorrow. That would be fantastic. So I'll see you guys really, really soon. I hope you have a great night. Love you guys. Bye.